Hey everyone, this is Luke again, and today we have a big chunk of news, big news that we have here today, and this is definitely going to be one of the best decisions that the team has ever made, if I'm being honest. So, if you guys don't know, Kirby Morrow, the previous voice of Cole, unfortunately passed away on November 18th, 2020, due to personal issues. I'll just say that. But basically, the community was in mourning his life. I did too, and we basically remembered his life. It was kind of like, in a way, Day of the Departed, in a way. But a lot of questions were raised as a result of his death, so we basically were wondering who was going to be the new Cole if they decide to go that route. So the team has finally decided that they were going to recast, which was the obvious option that they were going to do. I mean, it made the most sense, and that's kind of what everyone just assumed would happen, since, the old theatrical principle, the show must go on, and it shall. And they wanted someone genuine. They didn't want an imitator. They don't want basically a fake Kirby Morrow, if you will, or the next Kirby Morrow, basically. They wanted someone who could do the stuff Kirby did, but still have a sort of genuine voice, sort of a genuine vibe to him that doesn't seem like just an imitator. And the new voice actor has been revealed, and I'm pleased to announce, I'm very happy they went with the decision that the new Cole is Andrew Francis. And if you know who Andrew Francis is, he is a longtime veteran of the Ninjago crew. He voiced a lot of great characters like Shade, the Master of Shadow, one of the League of J members, and most famously, the Master of Wind, Morrow, who is known for being one of the most beloved villains of the series. And I believe he will do a wonderful performance as Cole, because I believe his voice and Kirby's voice sound incredibly similar to each other, and to me, this is the best decision the Ninjago team made in a long, long time. I may have doubted the Ninjago team for a while, but this is the one time where I absolutely will not doubt them, because I believe they made the best possible decision in the course of this very, very difficult time that they had to deal with. I mean, they had to basically replace someone who was dedicated to the team for over a decade. And that's not an easy task, especially with the options that they had to choose from. They had four options, which were retire Cole as a character, um, make some sort of random story about Cole not speaking, use archival footage, or recast. But then there was this saying, how would you do with this decision? So basically, I'm going to put myself into their shoes and what I would have done in this case. So the first option would have been to retire Cole as a character. This to me, was a definite no, because I would have believed that is incredibly disrespectful to not only Kirby Morrow, but to fans of the character, because you're basically saying screw you to anyone who loves this character, because you can't just shelve him just because of something unfortunate that happened. To me, it just didn't sit right with me. You know what I mean? So I knew that was an automatic. Second one was use archival footage. It could work, but in the long run, it was like, nah. Because you got to take into account the tone and inflection of the voice, and sometimes Kirby has sort of a happy sound, and sometimes he has a very sad sound. So you got to take into account the way he said it. You know what I mean? You can't just put up any normal line and expect it to work that way, because that's not how it works. And honestly, it would have been just way too much of a pain to find the correct the correct line for it, and that's what they said too, because they had to go through basically over 50 hours of Ninjago footage. Which, can you believe that? Over 50 hours of Ninjago stuff. That's amazing, if I'm being honest. But still, that's something that just was not possible, if I'm being honest. Next, make Cole a random story that makes him not speak. That would just come off as incredibly awkward as well. And he would honestly, in a way, just feel like he's just there, you know what I mean? You don't want a character to just be there for no reason at all. And it would kind of feel that way if he was just there but wasn't able to speak. It's like, well, what's the point of having him on there if he's not going to speak? I mean, he's a good fighter and whatnot, but his dialogue and his voice is what made, in my opinion, made a lot of people connected to the character. And taking that away, there's basically no substance for the character anymore. It's like, what about Cole is there to like, other than what about Cole is there to like, you know? So it just wouldn't make sense. So recasting was the only obvious option, like the team said in their postings about it. And honestly, I'm glad they went with this decision, because that's the same decision I would have went if I was in their shoes. I would have went with the same exact decision. And I'm glad they chose Andrew, because Andrew's a tried and trusted veteran of the series. He's not someone brand new who has to all of a sudden be taken into this mantles of a legendary voice actor who is no longer here. Hopefully Andrew will do a wonderful job. And please do not send hate to this man. He does not deserve it. That's what I'm worried about, if I'm being honest, is the hate he might get, because there's a lot of diehard Cole fans who basically think Kirby is Cole, where basically Kirby Morrow is the character of Cole. And honestly, that's kind of going too far, if I'm being honest myself. If I'm being honest here, I believe you should not give hate to someone just because it's new, and you just give him a chance. Just give him a chance. And if it don't sound like it, don't let it bother you, I guess. But that's all I really want to say. This is huge news, because this was news that we were expecting, but because of the long time frame between the passing of Kirby to now, which is almost a year, ago, and that's pretty shocking that it's almost been a year since he's passed away. It's actually a month from now. It actually will be the day. It will be the day. So it's a little bit ironic in a way, but not so much ironic. But anyways, I better stop talking here. Andrew's first performance as Cole is going to be through a couple of shorts in Ninjago 2022. So hopefully we could get to hear what Cole sounds like, and we can at least see if the performance works for a lot of people. I'm pretty sure it'll work for me, since he's a tried and trusted veteran. I just hope that he doesn't make the character sound, awkward, but I doubt he'll do that. He's a veteran. But then again, even veterans make mistakes, but I trust him. But anyways, what do you guys think about this news? Do you like it, or do you absolutely despise it? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, I hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. And click on the notification bell to see every video that I will upload. And I'll see all you folks in the next video. Bye-bye!